Hi guys, welcome to Carflix. Today we're going to be fitting a reverse camera on a Mercedes A180, which is W176. So let's crack on with it. It's going to go in here. We're going to change it out for a camera unit. I have made a start already, so the first thing you need to do, pull this rubber off here, which is going to give you access to the headlining where we're going to pass the wire through. The first thing you need to do at the top here, I have removed it already, but I kind of started in the corner just here. Get a tool, like a plastic tool like this, put it in, crack it up, and once you've got one side going, just wiggle it off. You don't have to remove this piece. I did one side just so that it would unclip. This section would unclip from here more easily, but I think this is bolted on because it feels pretty solid. Could be wrong. Anyway, once you've pulled that section off, which is over here, you can then do the same on a section here that pulls off as well. Okay, and then after you've done that, I'm now undoing two 10mm bolts which are inside here. I don't know if you can see that one there, which I've removed, and then there's another one just in here which I'm about to remove. Right, so once you've removed the two bolts, it's very tricky to get in there, so you need a very small quarter. They're not very torqued up very high, so undo it and then undo the rest with your fingers. Very easy to do. Once you've done it, if you look in here, I expected it to come straight out, but you can't because there's this like a clip. So if you push that in with your finger, then if I can get my finger in, it's very awkward. Hear that pop? And now if we come to this side, that's the whole unit removed. Now it's just a case of unclipping this, which I'll try and do. I think you just press that down, that nib, and then just that pop, and that's off now, and then that section removed. Right guys, so this is the old part that I've just removed, and this is the new part, obviously with the camera on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a couple of star screws by the looks of it, and I'm just going to transfer them over, oops, from the old one to the new one. Right guys, so I have changed it over, the button to release the bonnet catch, from the old one onto the new one, and I use this CRVT 20, which it looks like that. If you can see that. Just make sure that you transfer the rubber grommet over onto here so that it remains watertight. Very easy. Right, so first thing we need to do is thread the wires through the hole, drop it out here, and then obviously make sure you clip this back in. This is the boot mechanism, release mechanism wire, and then yeah, it should be a case of just popping it in as it clicks, like so. Right, so once you've bolted the two 10mm, remember don't torque them tight, just so they feel tight-ish, and then yeah, that should be in place and pretty solid as well. Next thing we need to do is to undo this, the rubber hose here. Okay, just put something in there. I wouldn't recommend a screwdriver, just get a plastic tool like this, wedge it in so it pops the rubber mounts off here and here. This will allow us to put the wire down into the headlining, and what you need to do is thread a coat hanger through one end to the other, attach the wire and then pull it through. Then just tape your wire and then just pull it through, like so. It's at this point that you want to do a trial run. So connect all your wires up, it's pretty straightforward. Red wire to red wire. Connect the black power connector to the red camera wire there. Doesn't need your earth connecting on this particular one. Okay, and then run it externally down the side of the car. Take your glove box out, it's pretty easy, 6 bolts. Panel pops off here, and you've got a screw there, and then 3 along the top, and then one there and one there, and then just pull it out. And then it's very important this, you want to connect whatever aftermarket stereo, it should be labelled. So you connect your yellow wire to the wire that says rear camera. And then this is important as well, because I've just made a mistake, been messing about for an hour, is look for the 12-volt camera and you connect the other end of the wire, I've already done here, and connect this red wire to this. Whack your car in reverse and see if your stereo will pick it up. Once you've done that, you can continue threading the wire through the rest of the car. So once you've connected all your wires, that's when you want to start tidying things up, okay? So start zip tying it, and make sure, it's very important this, you connect all your wiring, zip it all together along the original loom, so that when you put the trimmings back on, it won't get snagged. And that's how I've done it. Zip ties, you can use insulation wire, whatever you want to use, just to make it nice and tidy. Obviously I'm going to cut all these zip ties off before I put the trim back on. So the next thing you need to do is pull this rubber off here, and then pull this down and push a coat hanger through here, which will then pop out through here, and then tape it on, and then just pull it through. And then once you've done that, pull the slack back through this way, and then you're left with this wire here to go through to the next part of the car. Obviously after you've done that, like I've done, is put all the trim back, pop this back. This one's a pain, I'll come back and do that in a minute, but for now I'm going to continue to the next part of the car. So again, put your coat hanger through here, pop this off, and then just pull the wire through. Just mind the airbags, because the airbags are there, just be careful with those. And tuck it in, move your way down the dash. So yeah, all I've done is tucked it in here, all the way down here, and then pushed it down here, pop the wire through here, and that's the end. And then just start popping the trim back up as so. Some people might be concerned about the airbags. Don't be. If they deploy, the worst thing that's going to happen is the wire's going to hang down. It's not going to cause any injury to anyone. So yeah, just keep popping everything back on, and then I'll show you the connections. Right, so I've made my connections, as you can see. 12-volt camera. I put a bit of tape around there to prevent these popping off if it ever did. Bundle your wires together like this, and maybe find somewhere to hook it so it's not bouncing about. Maybe around the back here, like so. And yeah, I took it over the top of the blower because I didn't want any danger of wires going up into the fan. But yeah, now just replace all the trim. At this point it might be an idea to check it's working before you put all this back. I'm not gonna, because I'm pretty confident with my connections. But yeah, just let's clip everything back and see what happens. Right, so a little tip when putting this trim back on is to take this off. Now to get it off, put a tool in between there, unclip it, and then it will rip off then, because this holds this into place so it won't move when you use the handle. Once that's removed, you can then clip this in, because I really struggle getting that bit in with that piece attached. Another little tip to get this rubber on here, remove this from here, because I tried to slide this on while it's still clicked into the car. Doesn't work, so unclip it, shove a screwdriver between these, pop it out, thread it round, then clip it back in. Right, so this is the moment of truth. We'll see if it works. And there you have it. Reverse camera installed. If you're wondering what head unit this is, it's a 12.5 inch Navifly, which I got from AliExpress. Yeah, as always, please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Any questions, just post them.
Everyone.
Yeah, go on then.
Hello everyone, I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep, and that's my little boy being very patient as I'm doing this. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.